And it wasn't because I didn't have a dad around, so don't start putting yourself through that guilt trip.
Guilt? I blame your mother. It was her what pandered to your every whim.
Are we talking about the same woman here?
Well, it was her what paid for you to have ice skating lessons, wasn't it, when every other normal bairn was kicking a ball about? In fact, now I come to think on, didn't you used to have a poster of Toval Indian stuck onto your bedroom wall, lad?
Maybe you better leave.
Aye, I think maybe you're better hard. I can't get my head round this. He's not gay. He thinks he is, but he's not.
Look, it's just like exhibitionism, isn't it? Like a cry for attention.
Exactly.
Would it matter if he was?
Well, it wouldn't to me.
Well, even if he is.
He's not. He can't be. There's never been a Huckle in the Osborne family, and we can trace our lineage all the way back to the Second World War. Now, end the subject. Right?
Fair. Of course.
It's always been the tunnel, not the funnel.
Excuse me, do you work here?
Well, work with Bridge North, yeah.
So you're one of the bosses?
Sort of.
I'm Nikki Miles.
Never hope.
Sad to see the old bridge come down.
Yeah, well, good for the area in the long run, though.
How many men do you use on a job of this scale?
About 50, more or less.
I suppose in this day and age not many of them are British.
Not really. But why are you asking exactly?
I'm researching an article. Foreign nationals in the workforce.
Well, most of the lads are here to improve their lives, you know. I went through the same thing myself. Worked in Germany, Spain, Kazakhstan even.
Gosh, how fantastic.
Bah, there wasn't the work at home.
So where do your workers come from?
The Balkans. A lot of them are war victims. Lost homes, families. There's this lass Irene been telling me stuff.
Really? It would be fantastic if I could talk to her. It's Neville, isn't it?
Well, maybe I could arrange somewhere.
He's on till the end of the week.
What?
Your son. Why'd you take the poster down?
Nothing to do with me. I have no son.
Yeah, and I have no dad, but I bet if I did, he wouldn't give me any grief about my sexual persuasion.
Your dad? Your dad shagged more birds than Mick Jagger, man. He'd be devastated if you were a puff.
I bet he wouldn't.
You're forgetting something, son. I knew him. You didn't.
I heard you hadn't seen Rod in years.
Not my fault.
Maybe, maybe not. But if you leave it like this, how many years do you think it'll be before you see him again?
Who in the name of shite do you think you're talking to, lad? Eh? You little pipsqueak?
Kadi!
What do you mean you're not coming? It was all agreed. Hey, Barry's got real problems here, you know, Oz.
We've all got problems, Dennis.
You mean you're young and like?
Didn't I tell you that wasn't to be mentioned, eh?
May I offer a word on the subject, Oz? If it's all right. You know, lots of men like dressing up. It doesn't mean they're necessarily otherwise inclined, you know. I mean, take my cousin Edmund. Every chance he gets, he likes to walk around the house in panties, gartering a busty hair. But his father had 4 children, he drives a dinkum digger on the motorways.
There you go.
Well, I'm thrilled for your cousin, buddy, but the subject's closed. Now, I have to go, because Granger's up tonight and I need to see him.
Is something wrong, like?
Just the usual horse shit, but I'll deal with it.
There's something we don't know.
Where is he?
Oz? How about hello?
Hello, where is he?
He's not here. It's been a change of plan.
Could you not have run? Save me dragging me arse over here.
I thought we might have a drink. Was that so awful?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's just been a right bastard of a week, that's all. Open warfare on this site. Your boss trying to shaft me on this bridge deal. And then there's me son. Madam?
I'll have another stolly on the rocks.
No problem.
Same for you, Oz?
Yeah, why not?
You're looking very snazzy.
You're not looking too shabby yourself, but...
I was in London. Had a little splurge at Harvey Nick's.
Well, I suppose we could have a bite. I've got me tie on so I could get past Saddam Hussein on the door there.
We could. Not fast. We could just have a couple of drinks and go to bed.
Could we have another bowl of Twiglets first? Deary me. Holmes.
Oz?
What? No, I don't, Pet. And I'd rather you didn't.
Forgive me. It was my room and my bed.
Just trying to save your life.
Thank you, darling.
So was Bird part of the deal with Granger?
No. Well, it was at the beginning. He even took me on vacation to Mauritius. And he spotted a paparazzi with a very long lens, focused on my very bare breasts, and totally freaked. The next BA back to Heathrow. Since then, sex, fortunately, hasn't been an issue.
Why has he been avoiding me?
He doesn't like telling people what they don't want to hear.
Well, I've got to see him. Do you know where he is?
I do. But I wanted you to wheedle it out of me.
Oh, good grief. I've wheedled you for 2 hours, man.
He's staying at Lord Wharfdale's. He'll be on his grouse moor in the morning.
Right.
How are we down there?
Oh.
I thought they'd never go. My joints are seized up.
You sure you didn't just turn a blind eye to this, Barry? I mean, the way you live can't be all down to flogging packets, something out-of-date chutney.
I've always kept my end of things totally legit, Dennis. If I open my books to anybody, Inland Revenue, VAT, anybody.
You ever notice any cocaine around the house?
Well, only what we have at the weekends.
What?
You're using you! All right, there's no need to be so self-righteous about it, Dennis. You were chauffeuring the dealer around till recently.
Aye, but I don't do it.
Well, I only have the odd toot since I met